What's up, Jamwinga?
I'm alright.
How's it going?
Going fine.
Yeah, so I figured we'd try this out, you know?
Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm just gonna need to pop this out. And go to this. Start my music over again.
You want to have the best.
What?
I'm saying you want to have the best for everything when you start your stream. You want it to all,
Yeah.
you want it to all work.
Yeah, and I have YouTuber parody songs as my start playlist.
Oh, that's good.
I love a good parody song.
That is ace.
Actually, I'm gonna stop the music and say hello to the chat while we set up here because I've got some admin things that I've got to do. And I'm not gonna play music in the background. But I am gonna have our little watch along thing up, and I'm gonna actually have it on my second monitor right over my preview image.
That's what
There
you
we go.
want.
Yeah, just so I can see if anybody wants to hop on that's in the server. I'm not gonna even ping the server when we go live. Oh, lineups are out, by the way, Jamwinga. Let's take a look at this. We
That's
are
fine.
we are running a 3-4-2-1, and
That's what you want.
Arnold Lopez is there. Let's see who. Rodrigo Lopez is on the bench again. That's okay. I mean, he's still coming back off injury.
Okay. Is that something?
Yeah, a draw will bring us back a level at the top of the table in the West. But a win would get us top by 2 points.
You don't want to lose you don't want to lose the lead to a team that's dirty.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm just gonna go to the championship page and see the matches to see how San Antonio did tonight or this week.
Hopefully they don't win.
That's what I'm looking up right now. They tied Rio Grande Valley on Wednesday. And they will, and looking at this, they are not playing tonight. So we need to get this to get into first place.
Wow.
And it'll be live from Pioneer Stadium in Oakland. So that'll be interesting. And yeah, 45% of people on FOTMob think we're gonna win. 34% say Oakland's gonna win, and 20 say it's gonna be a draw. Our head-to-head, we've won 3, they've won 1, and we've drawn 5 times. The last time we played them was back on May 20th, and we beat them 3-1.
Jeez.
It's only 3-1. It's only 3-1. How shit must they be? It's only 3-1. They lost their last game to Louisville City. 2-1. Same score we lost to Phoenix by. So we're on a two-game skid. We need to turn that around tonight. So hopefully it can happen. And I'm trying to get the feed on my phone as well as my so bear with me folks as I try to figure out where to find the feed on the app here.
This is old.
I didn't want that. No. Please please Fox 40 app let me auto rotate this bitch.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I might have. Oh, auto rotates off. Now it's on. There we go. I got it. I got it. Boomer has to actually put his glasses up a little bit to get the game up on my phone. And it's going to be on ESPN Plus as well. So I so what did you think of Sacramento from last week from what you saw?
Hopefully they can actually score.
Yeah, we've been pretty decent. I'm not going to watch it on ESPN Plus on my actual TV, so I am changing it over to YouTube TV.
YouTube needs to be a lot better.
Yeah. Well, my phone. I'm watching it on the on the local website on my phone, but it's muted, so I have something I can look down on while we're in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the game's gonna be on local TV, and our lead-in is the Phillies game. It's the Phillies and Milwaukee in Major League Baseball, so that's gonna be interesting. Oh, by the way, we have not. Sacramento has not lost to Oakland in their last 5 meetings. 3 wins, 2 draws. So that's a good stat. And the kickoff is about in a half hour. And
Not bad.
not at all. And I am not going to ping the Discord. I did not want to ping everybody when I do this because I don't want to bother people. I try not to bother folks, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see what happens, and we will tweak this as we go. This is our second time doing this. Okay, Oakland is playing a 3-4-3.
Ooh.
Hopefully, Merc Briggs can get the squad to start winning because we need to keep to win because we want to be first place in the Western Conference. Or even second, I think we'd take. But we'd rather be first, I think.
That's also good.
Yeah. And my also chat, I am relatively new to doing these, so bear with me. I'm doing what I can here. And if you're watching the game, it is on ESPN Plus nationally, so you will be able to watch this. There will be no video in here of the game.
Nope.
We are not going to be showing the video of the game because we do not want to get DMCA striked here. We are not stupid.
No, you don't.
And we are streaming live on Kick and on YouTube as always. So we are less than a half hour away from kickoff. Figured I'd hop on here, get in a little bit early, and say hello. I was going to watch the Wrexham game today, but it was on at
Too early.
4 a.m. my time, and I didn't want to get up at 4 a.m.
Jeez.
Those damn lunchtime kickoffs in the UK.
Yep. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, next year, I think the EFL League 2 is going to have more games on TV, which is great because we don't have to rely on iFollow as much, you know?
Nah, that's a good thing.
Yeah. So, Everton fans, you may have to, you do feel get that pain next year. Okay, so they just ended the seventh. They are in the seventh inning on the baseball game, and the kickoff is in about. It's coming up to 35, so about 20, like 15, 20 minutes. I don't think the game is gonna end. So will be interesting to see how they cut it off. But hey, we'll figure it out once we get there.
Yep.
So yeah, I invited the server onto the stream and okay, so I'm so doing this. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting like 100 million things at once, and that's okay. That's part of what we do.
That's good.
Our forward is a Colombian, Juan Herrera. No stats for this game yet, but I think overall we've got a good team. We've just been riddled with injuries this year. Which happens. Cicerone is our top
Yeah.
scorer.
He should have scored in. He should have scored in the last game, but he missed too many chances.
Yeah, he's got 13 goals on the year.
Jeez.
Yeah. In 27 matches played. So maybe Cicerone will pop off. Maybe Lopez will come in the later stages of the match and get a win and get something to kickstart the team. It could be a shit show. We don't know.
No, yeah, that's correct.
Honestly, I'm glad you're watching USL with dude. It is a good
It's
league.
good.
It is a great league.
That's what you want.
Bear with me,
Those
folks, as I do that because I've got to
yeah,
just do. I've Whenever you tab out of a browser, I hate how the window capture messes with you. I hate it. It's annoying. But we will figure all this out.
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. And honestly, I do like what I have done with with my stream overlay for this. It works great.
As we knows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this over here because I can see it better on my first monitor, and I can get the and it doesn't mess up my screen capture, which is another bonus. If you guys are new around here, or you've been here before, feel free to say hello in chat and hang out. We do respond, and we will be going over. We will be watching the soccer in a little bit here, so get ready. And as we're doing this every Saturday game, folks, and the rest of the season we'll be doing it, and next year as well, I think. So that'll be fun.
It will be.
Thank you for the lurch game, Playboy. How's it going? Not that you guys can see it because the lighting in this room is strong tonight, but I do have the room lit up
Wow.
in Sacramento Republic colors because I can. And I am glad to see Wrexham get the win today.
Yeah.
That was great to see. Seventh inning, it's almost over in Milwaukee. There are 2 outs. So the game's moving kind of quick, but we're gonna get, like I say, we're gonna get the coverage up here soon, and yeah, we have some great Sacramento Republic content creators in the Discord, by the way.
That's
That
good.
that Port Power Arizona guy's good. He's got some great content that he
That's good.
does,
That's
and
what you want.
yeah, and hopefully he joins us for one of these sometime.
Yeah. They just can't get a win, unfortunately.
Who couldn't get a win?
The team that you're saying that can hardly get a win is Las Vegas, who were out 3-0 up and then they bottled a 3-0 lead.
Jeez, so they pulled an Arsenal?
Yeah, they were 3-0 up.
Oh
And
no!
then New Mexico came back.
I assume you're watching that match right now, or you're just watching it on the Fat Mob.
I'm checking previous scores just to see how it all went off for the league.
Oh, yeah.
Always best to round up.
Yeah, San Diego's last season is this year because of the MLS. They're basically ending, forcing San Diego to end themselves as a club, which sucks. Fuck the MLS for doing that.
For those that people want to know, they also got a women's team as well as San Diego.
Yeah,
It's trying to be on both sides
yeah, yeah.
for that
San
one.
Diego is more famous for indoor soccer than it is for actual soccer, like outdoor
Yep.
soccer. They have a legendary indoor team called the San Diego Sockers.
Jeez. It's quite football. It's quite football.
Yeah, and coming into our game tonight, I know we're all over the place. Bear with us, we're streamers. It happens. It's 2v4 in the ladder, so this should be a good game. And we need we need to win here. We're 1 point
Check if they
off of first.
then San Antonio play tomorrow.
Yeah, so it may be a temporarily we may temporarily be in first, but I'd love to be back in first, even if it's for 24 hours.
Playing FC Tulsa.
Yeah. I mean, we have some pretty nice uniforms and team colors and the crests and stuff in this league. Call me biased.
People might be thinking. I'm thinking for myself, if I did this ages ago, I think it would have been either Tampa Bay or Phoenix Rising for me. Just because of certain players I've known that played for them.
Yeah. I mean, Tampa Bay was a team back in the NASL days, back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
It was the same name.
but I think if I got more into this a couple of years ago, I think I would have gone for Phoenix Rising. That would be more to the fact of if people understand soccer and you understand this guy, it's Drogba and all like that. That's the guy I grew up watching, so
Yeah. No, I
makes
get that.
sense for me.
I get that.
As a Chelsea fan myself, the connection there's a bit strong because of him. But
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
Phoenix is
let it
a
get in the
bit
way.
mid, so
Mid. Yeah,
yes.
and I also like Tampa Bay because one of our ex players basically ended his career basically there and then didn't play again. So
Yeah. So this is one of my first times using a Discord stage, so it's very interesting to see if this is gonna work.
I think it might.
Yeah, or how it's gonna work. And I hope you guys out there in YouTube and Kickland are enjoying this. It it is starting to get colder. It is an actual decent night. It's not an unbearably hot night here, so that's a great thing.
And on your aura was over the. I'm surprised you hope his day goes right for you.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had intentions to get up and watch the game. I had an alarm set for 3 a.m., but then I was like, nah.
At least you're not worse than down south for
Ye-
yourselves.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we didn't get hit with the hurricane, but I do feel for those who did, and yeah, especially
That's
those in Florida.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause I don't like anything happening to anyone.
Yeah,
That's why
definitely.
I'm a bit great. I'm a bit grateful where where I'm from. It you will never get that.
Yeah,
'Cause we would unfortunately only get we won't even get the start of it. We only just get the little bit of it, and that'd be it. It's not common over here. It's not even common to get a heat wave over here, but we seem to be getting it more often now these days.
yeah. Global warming, global warming in it.
Yeah, 'cause it's supposed to be 27, 28 degrees basically all of this week.
Nice.
And we're not used to it all. And in this country, and in the UK, if it gets too hot, everyone moans and complains.
Because you guys don't necessarily have air conditioning, huh?
And that's the reason. And then you also think when it's too cold, we do exactly the same and we still moan.
Yeah.
So you can't satisfy you can't satisfy the country basically.
No.
But you just try and get through it and do the best you can. Not like how as good people in America can do it, we can do it.
Definitely. Definitely. So yeah, chat. Like I have said before, I'm gonna say it again. We plan to be doing these on every week Saturday Republic game because I enjoyed it
Oh,
last week, and I think I can squeeze this into my streaming schedule as well. The baseball game that's
oh,
on Fox 40 is in the top of the eighth inning. It's almost ish over. There's no way it's going to end in 11 minutes. Unless we're incredibly lucky.
sounds like the and it's 2 weeks into the next game.
Yeah, which 2 weeks is going to be a good time to get Lopez ready to go for our next game
Yeah,
to start, maybe if he does start.
but it's also due to when it comes to football or soccer over there, it's international break.
Yep,
That's why there's a 2 week break.
definitely.
And you play El Paso. El Paso.
Yes, the locomotives.
I still think there's still one team in the league that every time I've watched a highlight of their game, a completely different name is said than the team that of the name that you are looking at. Which is confusing. And it is Rio Grande because apparently a lot of commentators don't even call him by that name,
Yeah, Rio
which
Grande
is even
Valley.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently on everywhere it says that name, but apparently everyone doesn't call it that.
really.
Yeah, so what's the a high of their last home game, and literally on the stadium, it doesn't even have Rio Grande Valley FC on it,
Yeah,
on the actual stadium for the badge.
yeah. I think because they play in a baseball stadium.
But they're known over there by a different name. They don't call it by that proper name, but they're known as another name, which is very confusing.
Yeah.
It's the same over here. Sometimes some people might know other teams with different names, but you don't see us having a separate badge with a separate name.
Maybe the badge is the separate
which
badge is in Spanish.
next it was like El Toro or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was then.
Yeah, I know his commentator kept saying that a lot.
All right, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get the game up using the Fox 40 app
That's what you
with
need.
our local commentators, which is great.
And I apologise to people if I get annoyed with the term soccer because in the UK we cannot stand that. But that's just because of how we are over here, where I'm from.
Yeah,
Because what not the snooty types to Americans and everything like that. 'Cause I'm not like that.
yeah. I mean, this isn't.
Football to us is basically your soccer, and your football to basically to us is rugby.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Basically, in term wise,
I prefer rugby league
and
myself.
yeah. But I do actually, as you, and if you actually do want to go get into watching any other sports, I do recommend. If you like American football, you like rugby.
I
It's
think they
basically the
like.
same thing, but just with different rules.
I think they like rugby league a little bit more than rugby, if I'm honest, Jamwinga, because rugby
Yeah,
league is more like American football,
yeah.
and
Started
you
watching
know what
rugby
I'm
league only
talking
in the
about.
last few years because over here we've got rugby league and rugby union, so it gets confusing because it's two different types of rules.
Yeah,
And I grew up with rugby union.
yeah. Well, I one reason I say rugby league is the field looks a lot like an NFL field.
Yeah,
I think it's more
and
accessible to Americans that
yeah,
way.
but the only thing I've never noticed, even with NFL and with soccer over there, that you don't have at least like a team that is not based in your own country.
There in soccer, MLS has teams in Canada.
Yeah, see, in rugby union we have one, and we have one team in rugby union over here, but they're based in France.
Yeah, we get some of the English rugby league games over here.
Yes, I think you would enjoy that. 'Cause I'd just like people to get more into understanding how similarity they can be.
But yeah, if you
'Cause I
guys get a
know.
chance to watch, if you get Fox Sports 2 on your cable or TV system, chat, and you see a NRL game on, I highly advise you to watch it. It may take you a couple games to get the rules, but you'll figure it out pretty quickly, and I think you'll enjoy it.
You'll definitely get used. You're lucky for NR. When you said NRL, you're lucky for that. 'Cause the time difference, you're nearly very similar to them.
Yeah, I'm a
We ain't
Cronulla
that.
Sharks fan in the NRL.
Because my rugby league side is also called Sharks, so I went with Cronulla Sharks in NRL because I grew up
Nice.
with a rugby team called Sharks. So I thought I might as well stick with the name.
Yeah, the reason I went with the Cronulla Sharks is I really didn't have a team going into that year they won the grand final a couple years back. But knowing their history and knowing that they haven't won
Yeah,
anything and they finally did it, that like synced it with
yeah,
with me. You know?
yeah. It's that's very similar to me when it comes to rugby unions. My team have only won one trophy, and that was 2001. And haven't won anything since. But the game goes at the end of last season, but lost out to a team that nearly everybody knows called Saracens,
Damn.
because they literally buy the best players. They have the most money. They're basically, if you think in football terms, you think like Barcelona, Man City. You got a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, there's talk in NRL about adding a team in Papua New Guinea.
Yep, I've watched how good they're good at rugby.
Yeah.
And even if you guys want to get ready for watching rugby union World Cup starts in about a week. Trying to get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to be up to watch the rugby league grand final
Yeah,
because I usually watch that and the AFL grand final here in the states every year. Because Aussie Rules
yeah,
has been on here in the U.S. since when I was a kid, and I was born in the '80s, so you could do the math on that deal.
yeah, Aussie rules. I've
Yep.
heard most people have had career-ending injuries from that because you can get worse injuries in that than most rugby and football.
I mean, you can. It's definitely a physical sport.
And also you got more of the if you understand, you're wearing more vest tops type uniforms and you're showing more skin, so you're
Yeah,
more going to get more impact. It's not
definitely,
good.
definitely. There is actually an Aussie Rules league in the U.S.
Jeez.
and and Sacramento has a team. They're affiliated with the Gold
Wow.
Coast Suns.
Jeez. I'm also a big fan of futsal as well,
Nice.
which is indoor football. But
Yeah,
I just think
there's also another form of indoor football in the states that's called indoor soccer, and they actually have ice hockey boards up. It's
yeah,
played in ice hockey arenas.
I just think it's funny what seems something like futsal or for you indoor soccer because all you just hear you can't hear them kicking the ball because all you can hear is the sound of squeaking shoes.
Well, in indoor soccer, in they actually have AstroTurf down, or the fake grass, so you can't really hear shoes squeaking because it's on a
Yeah,
hardwood floor.
yeah. It's like floor that you would see like for college basketball, something like that. It's like that type of floor over here.
Yeah,
It's bad.
definitely. And game is going to be
Well,
kicking off soon, as soon as I assume we'll get coverage as soon as it's hit 7 o'clock. We have not had kickoff yet, so let me just hit F11.
way.
We're not we are not underway just
No.
yet, at least according to FOTMob. And my feed on my phone is not up. It's on the starting soon, so maybe there's a delay.
They always
It
seem to pick these teams for coming over here for NFL all the time. It always seems to be the same teams.
because not all the teams want to actually make the trip. And the starting sequence is loaded. We are
Yeah.
live from Hayward, California's Cal State Hayward Pioneer Stadium. We're the home of the Oakland Roots. Teams are in
Boo.
warm up, and because they play football on that field too, I believe you will see like a team logo at midfield for the college team. And we are in warm-ups. The game will be kicking off shortly, as we are in our red or white kits today, not our red kits. I want to get your opinion on the kit matchup too, Jamwinga, tonight, as you're watching highlights of our games, the games in this series. Sebastian Herrera looking good there. They're showing his goals, so you guys aren't missing much of anything.
See the votes have gone up. Huh. Typical that people think the Oakland will win.
I mean, they're fourth in the league for a reason, so or the conference for a reason.
Yep.
I really like the USL generic graphics that all the leagues in the USL use,
Wow.
which is what you saw last night and what you're going to see tonight.
And that is good.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
yeah. The Hummel jerseys are like $85 for their black and white one, 95 for the red because the red one only comes in authentic sizing, which is a bit expensive for jerseys, I think.
Yeah. 'Cause we got near me, we actually do have an American jersey shop, which are going quite a lot. But it never seems to have the
Nice,
one team I'm always looking for.
nice.
Because they literally have every other team, but the only team they don't have is the one team I've been looking for, and they don't have it. Not
That
one
sucks.
bit of it.
I'd be
Even
shocked
you.
if I'd be shocked if they have any USL teams there.
But all they do selling that is basketball and NFL.
Ah,
Yeah, and the one team that I've been looking for, they don't have literally nothing of them whatsoever.
that sucks.
Even you wouldn't be happy because it's the San Francisco 49ers.
Ah,
The one that I've been looking for because I thought I wouldn't want a jersey because of where I live. It gets too warm down here, so then won't be right because you get too hot.
yeah,
So it'd be more I would wear like a hat or something like that because I love wearing hats and stuff like that because it just shows in support and stuff like that.
yeah.
And in the shop they were selling them for about nearly 40 quid.
Not bad.
But over here it can be very expensive because I think a lot of them might be what people would call over here be imported
Yeah,
because if we can't get it might be the same for people over there if they wanted to get a team that's from over where I am. It'll be exactly the same thing. The
well,
price might not be the same.
yeah. I mean, you can get them here. I don't know how much imported it would be, but like Nike and stuff have like outlet stores where they would sell it and everything. And there's also soccer
Yeah,
specific stores here that would sell it. And sporting and sports stores in the malls would probably carry them too.
that's what you want.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to get underway.
Oakland in the black kits, and we are in our white with the red sash
And I
with
do
tan accents.
apologise, folks. And I apologise because I've got one proper lineup of one team and not one for another because one team didn't bother to put one on their Twitter page.
It's on the font
And
mob
I get pissed
page.
off. I get annoyed by that. It turns
Yeah.
out Oakland managed to do one, but Sacramento this time decided not to do one.
Yeah. Jam Wingo. What I do is I just go on the Font Mob's website and you can get the lineups that way.
Yeah,
And we are underway here in Oakland.
yeah, yeah.
Let me just hit
I do it.
F5.
I do it that way because then people more know what team it is because it would also have the team's badge.
Oh yeah, that makes
So it
sense.
helps people out. So it stops people from asking, "Ooh, is this player playing? Is this one playing?" You can have it for yourself.
Yeah. First minute of action,
That is
obviously it is 0-0.
that is weird having a logo on a
Well,
pitch.
well, colleges do that. It's a college thing.
We must be ours. We must be a bit normal because ours is just grass and nothing on it.
Yeah. Like they'll a lot of soccer games are played in like American football stadiums where they have a midfield logo.
Yeah,
So, because sometimes that midfield logo is actually not painted, but it's
please,
like
please.
baked into turf. If that makes sense, like
Yeah.
the turf is actually colored for the logo.
Penalty!
Penalty already,
Get in!
jeez.
Get in! The penalty for sack. As I
Let's
call better men them.
go.
Get in.
Yeah, yeah, that was a penalty. That was definitely a penalty. Great call, referee.
Cicerone. Or Navi
Let's.
Goltan or whatever his name is.
Who's winning the kit battle, in your opinion?
I like Sacramento's away kit just because I think it's a bit unique, but I like Oakland's just more for the arms because that's a unique design. But they did it throughout the entire kit. That would have won.
Yeah.
Didn't continue design to make it unique. Oh, Herrera's taking it.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's see what happens here. I mean, we need the goals,
Sebastian,
so if we
he,
score
de-
this, that would be amazing.
he definitely sounds Spanish or Mexican. Oh, straight on the middle. What
Yeah,
penalty?
Herrera took it. He's Colombian.
What? Colombian. It sounds Spanish. Herrera.
Yeah,
But what a penalty. No way the keeper was even not.
definitely.
Ridiculous speed.
What a goal. 1-0 to the Republic. Let's go. That's going to show up in
One thing
Fat
we
Mob
can,
soon. There we go.
yep. One thing we can say about last stream, at least we've got a goal.
Yeah. Juan Herrera with the goal.
One.
2 minutes in. May
That
we
was quick. I
score?
didn't expect it. I didn't expect
May
to go that quick.
Yeah, may we score early and often. Beautiful penalty too.
Ah,
When we won our league title back in our first season, we actually wore a similar kit to what we have.
wow.
Back then we were with Lotto, so it was obviously a different design. This is our third kit manufacturer.
Just had a couple of regulars come into the stream who are
Nice.
basically all confused.
Well,
So because
they'll
they're all used to me doing European football, Premier League. So they ask, what is this?
This is the United Soccer Leagues. It's a USA second division. This is
But they
USL
do have
Championship officially.
yep. But they also do have, which I've looked up, they do have a League One version of the same thing.
Yep, and a League Two.
Where's your non-league?
That's called the NISL.
Yeah,
There's like other leagues below that.
yeah. And MLS, can you please have promotion and
No, it'll
relegation, please?
it'll never happen in MLS. The best chance of it happening is in USL.
If the best league in the world, which is the Premier League, can do it, if you want to match up to some of the best leagues in the world, you've got to go down that route.
If you think you can actually convince 15 billionaires or 30 billionaires it's okay to lose money when you get relegated, When they know
Not
that's not
really.
the case, then maybe MLS will
Yeah,
get it.
yeah,
But like I
because
say, best chance would be USL for
yeah,
that.
because it's different. It's different over here because if you get relegated from the top league, you get something that Americans won't understand. When over here you get parachute payments, so you still get the Premier League money for 2 more years.
Yeah.
And that's why usually sometimes you see the teams that have gone down, sometimes on occasions they've come straight back up because they've got that Premier League money for another couple of years that's helped them to go back up.
Yeah, that money's going to help Luton Town for damn sure.
You have to watch that game on Friday and I hate that ground. No offense, Luton Town, your ground needs sorting out. I don't want to keep walking through someone's back garden. Because their away stand, you have to go through people's back gardens in their own houses.
That's honestly
You
kind of
don't,
cool in a way, though.
yeah, that's what, that's why in this country that stadium's got a bit of a reputation, and it's because of that, because of how unique it is.
Yeah, they are getting a new stadium, but I
Yeah.
think it'll be ready next year.
That's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even remember this place they're playing in has like a running track and everything. So fans are way
And that
far away from the field, which is kind of a unique here. I guess some other countries have that too, but
all we do we do here. If people have ever watched if you ever watch the Premier League and watch West Ham United, that's the main similarity.
yeah.
So the Olympic Stadium has got a running track, but it's even. What are you seeing in the game tonight, folks? The running track at that stadium's twice as further back because it's even bigger.
Jeez.
Yeah, because it was designed the racing track is not just designed to be used at college. It was more designed for the actual Olympic Games in 2012. So they made it
Yeah.
an Olympic size. So you can expect it to be longer.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense.
A lot
Approaching
of
nine
people
minutes
rated
in.
one. Yeah,
Approaching 9 minutes in. We are up
that's what you want.
1-0. They've had more possession than us. We've had one
Uh,
big chance and a total one more shot. They've committed 2
And a
fouls to
goal.
our 1.
Oh, we will check on
So
some. See if
it's
any
been
other
it's
games are going on.
so far it's been a good game from what I can tell.
That's what you want.
But what
At
we
least it
really
was
want
better
is a
than the
win.
last what? Yeah,
Well,
at least it's better than last. At least it's better than last time, and let's not get annoyed. That's Cerrone, which having all the best chances and couldn't even hit the target in every one.
yeah. Yeah, it happens. It happens,
Yes,
but
yes, two.
2-2
No,
nil.
no, he's done it
Oh,
again.
ooh, wow.
No, I thought it was going to be 2-0, but the ball decided it wanted to slow down on its own.
Yeah, that happens.
Ah,
At least we're not Arsenal and we're not going to bottle it.
oh, I literally can't say much, folks. Because my team did lose to not Forest. So I can't really say much on
So
that
so
because I
your
thought
your
first,
team
so I
lost
can't
to
say much.
Magic. So your team lost to Magic. Nice. One thing that's pretty interesting about the USL is the league office has a jersey set for every team in all the leagues, and
Jeez.
they actually lay them out for kit clashes and stuff.
Wow. Can you come and do that for my team over Okay, we might have a kit clash. We got a blue home kit and a blue away kit.
Why would you have a blue away kit? That doesn't make sense if you're a blue home
So the
kit.
base, yeah, because Chelsea have gone. What we do is we always have light. We have light blue and base. What they decided to do is to stick with blue, but they've just gone navy. So they've just gone darker.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's not good because we got a couple of teams in the league who wear blue. So you're gonna have a kit clash at some point when you play them. So so the fans have actually are pleading for a third kit to come out.
Yeah.
They've actually it's not good. So we're in a few weeks time supposed to be playing one of them. But if we're at home, we can wear our own kit. But if we're away, we've got a problem.
Yeah, that would be a
Yeah, not
problem.
good.
That definitely would be a problem.
It wouldn't be the first time. So we did make English football history by doing that. That we went and played a game at someone else's ground and they're away kit.
Wow.
We and we played what was it? We played Coventry City. We were Coventry City's away kit because of our away kit color clashed with their home.
That that that's poor planning.
That's why I've just got visions of that what I've seen before happen again. That won't be even good because if Chelsea would say, if people know this team, we play Everton, we wear blue, then we might have to wear their away kit, which is Chelsea would then have to play in pink.
Damn.
Yeah.
13th minute, it is 1-0 Sacramento.
So look. But folks, see if there's any other schools on the doors.
13 minutes in, it is still 1-0 to the Quails.
Let's have a look and see what the other scores are. Some games actually are playing. Oh, Louisville City 2-1 up against the Switchbacks.
That's good. That's good for us. We need the switch Colorado City to Colorado Springs to keep losing. They're a Western
So
Conference
that's
rival.
that's good. And the other one, let's see how this one is going. New Mexico 0-0 against Charleston.
Charleston is a team that's been around a long time. The Battery. I think they had the first soccer-specific stadium in the U.S. If my
That's
memory
good.
serves me.
Because weirdly enough, the New Mexico United, that is still one of my favorite stadiums because of how weird it looks. Weird and unique. Because it looks like they play entirely on a baseball field and they've not even cut it in half.
Yeah, that is where their minor league baseball team plays. They're
Yep.
actually that baseball team is actually named after a Simpsons reference. The
Wow.
Albuquerque Isotopes.
Yeah. So we got one stadium that's very similar to that from near my hometown. Is it half of the field is for football and half of the field is for cricket.
Wow.
And it's only a three seater stadium. Because the other half behind one of the goals is where the cricket pitch is.
Interesting.
Yeah, stadium I used to go to quite regularly up north. When my actual hometown club used to go and do pre-season with good old friends.
Nice.
Who else? And El Paso 0-0 against Monterey Bay.
I'd love to see them lose too.
Then you do have kicking off soon Las Vegas versus Orange County and Phoenix Rising versus Rio Grande.
I'd like to see out Las Vegas get the win there because I don't want Orange County to gain ground on us. But with Las Vegas being as shit as they are, they're probably going to lose.
And then let's see.
By the way, it is
how
okay
the-
that I curse on your streams, right? Because I know you're co-streaming this.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Some people
That's
do.
why.
Some people do. So I figured
Yeah,
I'd check.
yeah, because on my streams you get on when you go live, you can decide is it suitable for kids, and then they'll
Yeah.
offer that for it to pop up for the
Yep.
recommended. I never do that for any of my videos.
Yeah, my stuff is not for kids either.
But I don't like putting it's 18 plus because you can actually do it when you upload stuff or when you do a live stream because you can make it age restricted.
Yeah, you can put it on a live stream. You can put it 18 plus as well, which is what
Yeah,
I
but
do.
I just don't. Yeah, I like it more the merry, but I tend not to swerve. But then you can't if the team's not doing well. Some words I go into slip out, so you
Yeah.
can't stop someone.
Yeah.
But I just tell people if you're young and you're under the age of 18, do not use these words because they won't get you. They won't get you in life. I always use life lessons.
Mm-hmm.
This help. Let's check other results from today that ended. Indy won 1-0 against Miami.
Nice.
Detroit City won
I like
1
these kits.
against Memphis. Yeah, and then Detroit drawed 1-1 against Memphis.
Okay.
And Tampa Bay won 2-1 against Hartford.
Nice. At least this first half hasn't been boring.
Nope. Let's have a look at the team. Look at the squad.
Oh, I'm going to invite Port up on stage if he wants to. Port, if you want to come on up, you're more than welcome to come up, dude.
We have another English. Can we have some lions? Can we have some lion roles in the chat?
I'm going to invite him to speak if he wants to.
The guy called Gurr.
Hey, brother, how's it going? How's it going, Port? I know you're on mobile, but yeah. Hertford at yeah. I don't know how many Hertford fielded today. That is a good point. I guess. Yeah, but honestly, so far this game has been pretty good. Port, meet my friend Jamwinga. Jamwinga, this is my friend Port.
That's what you want. Hello. This is a good game so far. Oh.
Yeah, the baseball game that was on Fox ended a bit ago, so I'm now kind of I'm still watching it on my phone, but it's not aired on the TV side just yet. At least on what I can get on Fox, but. Oh, by the way, Port, what was their COVID situation? Did they have like a big outbreak in their team? Because when you're saying that was the first I've heard of it. But obviously, admittedly for me, I've been busy with streaming stuff, so I hadn't been seeing that type of thing.
Let's do this quickly. Let's have a look.
Honestly, it looks like a good crowd down there in Oakland or Hayward. It's not too bad of a crowd.
Not too bad.
As I'm looking here. Oh, we've actually got 43% of the possession this half, and we've had
Not
three
too bad.
shots
Ah,
on goals so far. So that's good.
if you wanted to find what you're looking for that information, Arthur did put it out on their Twitter.
It's literally on FOTMob's webpage.
Yeah, and they also put it out just to let people know.
Yeah.
Because it turned out they only had 12 players.
Oh wow. Oh, Hartford. Yeah.
Yeah,
That sucks for them.
Yeah, but they did say none of whom are goalkeepers.
Oh
In
no.
brackets.
Oh, that had to suck.
They put it in brackets. And originally, they actually tried to get the match rescheduled, and that was between the league and the Tampa Bay, and they failed.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks for Hartford that happened, but I wonder why they had issues getting it rescheduled. Maybe there just wasn't an open date later on in the year.
It apparently is despite multiple requests to the league and Tampa Bay. He said
Wow.
that they wouldn't accept it. They wouldn't accept it.
Oh,
so
well,
they had to play the match.
Yeah. That makes sense. Because actually, I'm gonna check something really quick here. So bear with me. I don't know. I'm gonna see where Tampa Bay is in the league. So if they were in like first place or fighting for playoffs, Tampa Bay is second place in the league. So
Yeah.
they that's why they didn't do it. They wanted to play the game to get possible points. Welcome, Spirit. It's a 1-0 game. 24th minute now.
Yep. Hope we get some more. Hope we get another goal or something like that.
That would be amazing if we got a second goal in this, but we shall see. As Oakland has a corner.
Jeez, someone tried to do a volley and failed.
Good clearance there from that corner.
I actually do like the Oakland kit. Just on the arm design, just been through the whole. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Oakland does have some good kits. Not gonna lie.
But,
I think ours are better, but I am biased, of course.
But there's always going to be one because I love the design. Everybody knows what I'm on about. There's one everyone wants, which is called Forward Madison.
Oh yeah.
That kid, they call this extravagant.
Go ahead, Port.
Yeah, they had some pretty good kits, I will say.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Just, still a little pissed about Wednesday's match, but you know what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I saw the result. Not thrilled about it, but hopefully we can turn it around against Oakland.
Yeah. I mean, because unfortunately, the last two losses I've been to, I was at the Hughes Stadium match. You know, it was great seeing as many people as I could there. Sucked that we lost 2-0, and then of course being at Wednesday's match in Phoenix. Hang on, we got this kick. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
Good save,
fixing
Carlos.
it. Thank you. I fixed it, Sierra. They should not. You should only hear them once. I had the. Yeah, because I had the Discord audio source, I think. So. You're welcome.
Ah.
Yeah, it was like they're on stream. Guys were coming through twice, so I had to like mute one source.
Yeah, and if you hear any echo on my end, it could just be this headset, but no worries. I'm only gonna have it for a few more days since I freaking got laid off. Oh God!
That sucks.
Whew.
Sorry to hear
Oh
that,
man! I mean, as far as this week goes, it was bad enough having 2 games to go to lose, and then my mind got to thinking, well, what the hell's going to happen that's going to make this worse? And then, of course, the day after the match on Wednesday, yep.
Oof. Well, honestly, I'm gonna be doing these every Saturday game, so you're more than welcome to join us, dude.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's saved by Carlos. God, if that doesn't get nominated for Save of the Week, I'm raising hell in Tampa.
Yeah, that has to be.
But yeah, I guess as far as on the good side of things, I kind of got a Barry Bonilla type deal. Technically, my last work day was that this past Thursday after the call, but they're keeping me on the roster, so to speak, until September 12th. So this way, I get not only the paycheck I got this past Friday, but the next one, as well as the severance package. So it's not all bad. It just sucks because I've been laid off before, but hey, at least I'm still getting paid a couple more times.
Definitely, it could be a lot worse, right?
Oh, I've had a lot worse. I mean, I've had a previous employer. I submitted a 3 or 4 weeks notice on a Tuesday, and on Wednesday or Thursday, got pulled in after I barely logged in. Was told, well, we appreciate the advance notice you gave us. Today's actually going to be your last day, and then they send me home in an Uber with all my shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's see what's going to happen here with this corner.
Yeah, Jam Winga's the guy I was telling you from the UK who does do a lot of USL reactions. I don't know how many of the games he's watched, but yeah.
Up.
But yeah, since he's in the UK, he can watch this on YouTube. Us plebs have to stick with Fox 40. Yeah, us plebs have to stick with Fox 40 or the
ESPN Plus.
Yeah, ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
But I wanted our commentators on it, so I don't have it on ESPN Plus right now. I've got it on my YouTube TV feed.
Okay. Yeah, it was good. I mean, the Fox 40 feed is usually good on the Microsoft Edge browser for Xbox, but this time I tried to pull it up. Now it's saying, "Oh, media not supported."
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, because they don't have an app for Xbox, for the Fox 40. But I mean, technically, I could Chromecast it or Anycast it to my TV, but I don't know. It's just a little bit too much work.
Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm watching the Fox 40 website feed on my phone. I got the game on a TV, and the TV's playing audio, so I can kind of hear it while I'm sitting here. But it's not bleeding through to the air. But it seems to work.
Yeah, that's the important part. As long as you got something going.
Yeah. And my overlay for this on stream is pretty simple. I just have the FotMob screen up and my picture.
There you go.
It works. It absolutely works.
Let's see. Well, at least one thing I do like about the ESPN Plus app for Xbox, I can actually do multicast. I can do up to 4 events at once. Kind of like a DirecTV style.
Nice. YouTube
so
TV.
looks like
YouTube
Yeah.
TV actually has multi-view for sports and news and weather. But
Okay.
you can't control what's on it, sadly.
Ugh.
Like what stations yet. They're gonna get to that, I think, eventually, but it is what it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Let's see. So it looks like right now we've got Phoenix and RGV just barely kicking off. Monterey Bay is leading El Paso 1-0 at halftime. New Mexico
good.
and Charleston that's at 72nd minutes, still scoreless.
That's
And
good.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna go full screen just with this match.
Nice.
Yeah, and then San Antonio is playing tomorrow, so I mean, if we absolutely need to win this. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah. We're like what? 2 points out of first right now?
Ooh.
Oh, come on,
Oh.
get it out of there!
Oh, that's a bad challenge.
So
Oh,
I
fucking-
support. I kind of told Jem Winga about how bad Oakland's former stadium's turf was. Do you want to go into more
Yeah.
detail about that, just so he gets an idea?
Oh yeah, yeah. Basically,
Yeah.
I attempted to go to the first Republic FC Oakland Roots game. God, I want to say it was not last year, but possibly 2021. I think. A lot of us arrived. I flew in from Phoenix. I flew in to SFO, and even then, it was hellacious trying to get there because of the Clipper card system that a lot of the Bay Area transit agencies use. Ultimately, I did get there, and just about maybe an hour or so before kickoff, we all got the announcement at Laney College that the game was going to be postponed because of poor turf conditions. Basically, what happened is Laney College had gotten their turf from another club in another league, specifically Rayos OKC in Oklahoma City. And there was a lot of legend going on with that club. Apparently, the owner, the team was folding, and before it completely closed, the owner supposedly stole patches of the turf from the stadium that it was being hosted at. That's urban legend. I'm not sure if that's the truth or not, but that's what I've heard of. And the pitch, when I saw pictures of it from my co-host friend Luis, who by the way, I co-host State of the Republic a podcast. He had actually gone in. He got pictures of the field. It looked like how can I put it this way? It looked like a DIY field. I mean, as if you want. It's like as if you wanted to go into Home Depot or Lowe's or maybe one of the DIY shops in the UK, and you got a wide selection of different turfs you could pick from because they were different shades of green. Everything mismatching.
That's mad.
Yeah.
But ultimately, what happened was, even though they canceled the match, they still just made it an elongated tailgate, and some of the Republic FC players actually came out and hung out with us. I mean, we had like boxes and boxes and boxes of Domino's pizza that were pre-ordered, so we all got in, we all ate. The Oakland Roots SC top brass, came to the tailgate. They apologized for the for what happened. Let us know that. Please get in contact with us. We'll be able to get you refunds and everything like that. And they were good on that. They actually got me a refund in a timely manner.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking to do these next season too, and hopefully improve the overlay and everything on it. But all the graphics I made, except the like little quails at the top of the webcam frame, and the team logos and stuff. Not the webcam frame, the browser frame. But the webcam frame is basically the Republic team logo cut image masked out and having put an outline on it. Which I mean, it works,
Yeah. That's the important part.
Yeah. Low budget and everything, right?
Exactly. Hey, that's how I do all my memes,
Yep. And I I'm hoping that going into the playoffs and next year we can grow to Discord as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I've made mention about how I've learned some of the things happening with the club either through the Republic FC Discord here or through the USL server, or there's even the USL podcast Discord. You know, with what was it? The guy John that does that USL Tactics podcast. Yeah, he's got a Discord server as well.
Nice.
Oh,
And
we gotta go.
I'm always open to help if people want to help out in running it, you know? Because I can only do so much because I'm pretty much a full-time streamer doing it 4 days a week, not including these, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, by the way, Port, so you know I am live on Kick and YouTube right now. Yay, multi-streaming.
Okay, I know I'm getting old in my internet usage. Whenever I hear the word Kick, I think KIK.
Yeah, no.
Well,
no, this is like the Twitch competitor.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I just still in the mindset of Kick. God, people still use that.
Dude, I'm old enough that I remember ICQ and Yahoo Messenger.
God, I had ICQ as well.
Yep.
Shit, I'll put it this way. I still remember my Prodigy ID. I mean, we're talking early 90s.
America Online for me. My first memory of online gaming was Slingo.
Yeah, I mean, I remember using Prodigy. It was the online service that you could buy the starter kit at in Sears, and I swear that the graphics on there kind of looked like the old Sports Channel America, like in the wee hours of the morning. Those Amiga generated graphics. Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that kind of tells you how old I am. So.
I'm really impressed with ThoughtMob's website because it tells you head-to-head matchups, the team form, everything.
Yeah, I mean Sharon, our co-host, I mean she uses it a lot, you know, for getting a lot of behind the scenes stats, you know, things that stats that we're not really going to get a whole lot of from, say, the league website or ESPN. So that's definitely the Bible.
Yeah. And honestly, on my end, on the admin end of the streaming thing, this saves me having to actually have folders and text labels that I have to manually update as the game goes on.
Yeah.
Because honestly, on this side of it, because I have to balance so many things on 2 monitors, it's the less I have to worry about, the better.
I hear that.
And I was going to watch the Wrexham game this morning, but I didn't want to get up at 4 a.m. to watch it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I'm gonna be up at 2 or 4 a.m. or something like that, it's gonna be to watch my Aussie Rules football. But
yeah,
since we cut the cord a couple years ago, that's gonna be a bit of work trying to find a good stream for that.
Yeah, I'm lucky I have YouTube TV and Fox Soccer Plus, so I can get all those and my NRL and watch my Cronulla Sharks too.
Yeah, I'm just glad I'm just glad my Port Adelaide Power are back in the finals again. Ugh, God, we stunk it up last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a soft spot for the Bulldogs because of them winning it last year, like the Cubs won, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember when I first got into watching AFL in the 2000s, or I should say more on a regular basis, because they came back to cable here in the U.S. Yeah, I was kind of following a little bit of the Western Bulldogs, but for some reason I was thinking they were in West Australia when in actuality they're in the state of Victoria. So I kind of got that messed up backwards.
Yeah. I mean, I've always liked Port myself. And Brisbane, because I remember watching ESPN the grand finals in the '90s when they won their like 3 titles and all that stuff.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, and we put a stop to their fourth
Oh,
chance. Yep.
Yeah.
how come?
Yeah, I remember watching that 2004 grand final live on cable. I mean, it was kind of late evening Sacramento time, but it was definitely worth it. And we Port Adelaide was just like 1 or 2 wins away from getting into the 2005 grand final. I had already had my flight, hotel, and tickets booked and everything like that, and then we ended up losing. So I ended up cheering on the Sydney Swans over the West Coast Eagles.
Go on.
Nice.
Oh, you fish.
You fish. Nice.
Ah.
You filthy flounderers.
Yep.
Ooh. Just a little wide. But honestly, I don't hate Oakland's stadium in Hayward. Which I think is hilarious that an Oakland team is playing in Hayward.
Kind of fits the bill with Bay Area sports. I mean, you got teams that'll say, "Oh, San Francisco or Oakland," and then they're playing in nearby bedroom communities and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, then again, also look at Phoenix Rising FC. I mean, they've played in. Let's see, they played 2 years in Peoria, where they have Padres and Mariners spring training. They played 1 year in Scottsdale, where the Giants do spring training. The past few years, they were playing in Chandler, which is down the Southeast Valley, where at Wild Horse Pass, one of the casinos, and this is their first season they're technically playing in Phoenix.
Oh wow.
But it's a beautiful location where they have it at. I mean, it's 1 stop away on the light rail from the Sky Harbor Airport. And if you're sitting in the away supporter section 207, on one side of the field, you see all the planes landing and taking off. And then on the other goal end, you see like the Camelback Mountains. And it's right there on the light rail. I mean, 30th Street in Washington. So you could pregame like in Tempe or downtown Phoenix, hop the light rail to get to the match. And then afterwards, go celebrate or commiserate wherever along your road.
Nice, nice.
Oh,
One of the people in
God,
my
what's going
chat,
on
I
with
believe, is
Amia?
in Arizona, but you're cool.
Yep, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm born and raised in Sacramento, but I've been living out here in Arizona for the past 13 years.
Nice. I still have my Sac Republic jersey I won in one of their Zoom watch-alongs before.
Oh, nice.
Like during the pandemic. The badge is starting to fall off and everything, but I'm not gonna spend 80-something bucks for a new jersey.
Oh, no. The new kits are amazing. The ones by
I
Hummel.
like them.
I mean,
I like them. Believe me.
Yeah, I mean, just the fit alone. I mean, Nike's kits, they felt like a wetsuit. You had to squeeze into them, and I'm not exactly a skinny fella.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it that way. But these Hummel kits, they feel like loungewear. I mean, the 2X feels like it could be 3X easily. I mean, it just, you can move. You're not hindered or anything like that. You have freedom of movement in those kits, and I love that.
Yeah. I've always liked Hummel kits.
Off a player.
I wonder how much added time they're going to add.
They got 6 minutes added on.
Ugh.
It's not a free gig. And stop praying.
Come on, Hackshaw Jim Duggan, get up. There you go.
Do you know if we're keeping our kits with the tin on them, that silver color, next year? Or are we getting all new ones?
It's a little difficult to say. Obviously, the tin patch is just going to be for this year, but it's not going to surprise me if they either keep this design or maybe just make some change. Because I've got a feeling that they'll probably want to go back to original design. But then again, we barely find out about any kit designs like until maybe February or March or so when they're getting ready to start the season.
Yeah.
Because I felt like this year they kind of dragged along the second kit reveal, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't too much of a fan of that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt like we were just playing numerous home and away games in the same kit, you know, just waiting on that second one.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would bring out the gold hoop one. Maybe have like the lighter gold or the tan and gold for a third.
See, that's the only gold Sacramento jersey that I would ever catch myself wearing. I sure as hell would not wear that candy bar wrapper looking gold jersey the Kings had. But
Yeah.
the gold hoops one for Republic, I would definitely rock.
Get it out.
Yeah, we've got some really nice kits in our history, I think, but I'm biased. What do I know?
Well, I don't know. We've had Jesus fix the camera, Oakland.
Oakland,
we've had
please.
we've had some third kit curses. I mean the 5-year anniversary kit, the city kit,
Yeah.
the quail kit.
That's not a
Oh
foul.
damn! Jesus, I don't know if that was teammate on teammate or what.
Get up, Diaz. Are you related to Nate Diaz? Can you actually throw a punch? No, you can't. 'Cause you're on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's thinking he's in the 209 area code. I mean, I'm sorry. That's an hour or two drive away. Come on now. Let's see.
I thought he just pushed him over.
Seeing that guy fall down reminds me of a Stephen Lynch song, the Special Olympics Stephen Lynch song.
Oh
With the lyric,
boy.
watch him laugh, watch him drool, watch him fall into a pool. That's diving at the Special Olympics.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all going to hell.
yeah. I honestly, Port, on my streams, you don't have to worry about language at all. I'm 18 plus, so
Nice. All right.
yeah. Because we know
Let's see what we
sometimes
can
it's
do.
gonna slip out.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're not San Antonio trainers yelling at Phoenix supporter groups bad, but just a
Yeah.
little bit of spice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're asking for a penalty. No, thanks. You just done the Special Olympic diving for cheating.
And the thing is, since I am disabled, I can make the Special Olympics jokes if people want to go that route.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you know what? I can say the same thing as far as the referee's vision because I'm legally blind in one eye, so I can get away with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I do like about the USL TV graphic package is they matched they matched the team color and name to what the jerseys look like usually.
Yes, I do love that.
That's helpful for people like Jam Winger who don't really watch a lot of USL.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I hate is when they shrink the game footage so they can get that stupid L bar ad up.
Oh yeah. It's like, yes, we know we shouldn't drink and drive, but wouldn't that be more helpful for the folks that actually do drive?
Yeah, imagine. And also, so you know, Port, I'm usually on a half hour before game day, the kickoff. It's kind of like a lead in and all that stuff too.
Oh, get up! Stop trying to spin around like your Neymar 10,000 times.
Did that? Oh, and they yellowed the mat. Fuck.
Is that a suspension?
You want Sacramento to definitely win today because they're only be happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're already 1 point behind San Antonio for the lead. So Jesus, man, 22. Have you been listening to Kylie Minogue talking about I'm spinning around, moving away?
No, he's spinning right around like a record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because his other team that he owns basically won today.
Oh yeah, Huddersfield. Yeah, I saw they won 2-1.
Yeah, just.
Yeah,
No,
their
they're not the
first win of the
best.
season.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
not the
go,
best
go,
team over here,
go!
but they're all right.
Well, they're still doing better than Central Valley Fuego in USL League One. Oh my God.
How bad are they
I love
doing?
that they just lose. Oh my god, that was.
One thing
Yeah.
I hate, I hope we never go to MLS because Adidas is going to screw our kids up if we go.
Yeah, I do not want to go to MLS anymore. I'm done with that. I do not want to go.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't want to go to
I mean,
mid-league soccer.
yeah, I
Wow.
pretty much call it Messi League soccer now that his ass is in there.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting. I was waiting down at the player tunnel in Phoenix on Wednesday, and there's a Rising FC fan. He was saying, "Hey, I heard you guys were looking to go to MLS." And I was telling him, "No, I do not want to go to MLS." And if Phoenix is smart, they don't want to go either because you're going to lose this community feeling. Interacting with the players. I can't really say cheap food because I've had beer there for like $13. Granted, they were
Jeez.
doing $1 Modelo night because it's a Wednesday, but still, I just told them you do not want MLS. I mean, this is possibly the least expensive sport aside from the Diamondbacks baseball games that you're going to get in Arizona.
Yeah. And plus, USL is going to have promotion and relegation most likely, right? So
Yeah,
MLS will
that's
never
been the
have that.
talk.
MLS will never have that.
Yeah, next year is going to be interesting though, as far as the number of teams. I mean, we've got San Diego Loyal. They're bowing out thanks to San Diego MLS, whatever the team's going to be called. But you also have North Carolina FC joining back in next year. So I'm thinking more than likely they're probably going to move FC Tulsa back to the Western Conference.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah, it's always that Midwest region where they decide who's going to go to Eastern Conference or Western Conference. I mean, we've seen it multiple times with St. Louis FC when they were in the USL. They would either be Western Conference or Eastern Conference, everything like that. Since you don't have OKC Energy yet because they barely got a vendor picked out to build the Maps 4 project stadium out there, it's going to be a while until you get that.
Yeah. Speaking of stadiums, I hope we get news on ours soon.
We were supposed to. I mean, what the hell happened with that 60 days thing? Hell, I got interviewed by Fox 40 talking about that announcement back in late June.
Well,
and we still don't have much of a word.
Talk to Carmichael Dave.
No, I've been friends with him on Facebook for a while, but no, this was an interview with what was it? Not Zach Bueto, but one of the other reporters on Fox 40 News. I have a buddy that actually works for Fox 40. He asked me, "Hey, do you want to do an interview about the stadium news?" And I'm like, "Yeah, screw it. I'm down for that." We ended up doing an interview by way of Zoom.
Nice.
But yeah, I was hoping that there was going to be some sort of announcement at halftime at the Hughes match on Saturday, but obviously that didn't happen.
That would have been a great time to do it.
Yeah, and that would have been like the 60th day or so.
Yeah.
Oh, they must have bought the league.
Ooh.
Just looking at MLS, St. Louis are literally leading the West. Bought it.
Crap. Looks like Phoenix scored against RGV. And oh fuck, they moved up to 4th now. Sons of bitches.
Wow.
Oh,
I'll say
wait,
one of
wait.
the teams I'm a bit of a love for that team because of one of my team ex-players went over there,
Hmm.
but his name was Drogba.
Oh yeah.
He
I
wasn't a
think he still.
Chelsea fan though in England, so
Yeah, I think he still owns a portion of Phoenix Rising.
yeah. Because of his connections, I like to hope they do well, but I won't support. But I love that they've done that.
The only time this year that I've partially cheered on Phoenix was when they were playing against San Antonio. I was at that match a few weeks ago when they had both the San Antonio trainer yelling at Los Bandidos and Union 602, talking about he was going to call ice on them. The
Oh,
one thing I did
jeez.
see was I was at the player tunnel. There were a couple Phoenix fans throwing water on that. Whoever it is that's leading the Golden Boot race for San Antonio. Tani. I can't even
What
pronounce his
name?
last name. But yeah, I mean, he was, kind of yelling at the fans. He was actually getting dragged back, and he was even yelling at the Phoenix police officer in the area, talking about it. He shouldn't be, throw him out for that. Shouldn't be doing that to players and stuff like that. So there was definitely animosity between both clubs as far as that goes.
Wow.
Yeah.
People tell me that they're quite a dirty team.
Oh, that doesn't even begin to go with it. Let me tell you some stories. So earlier this season, when Republic FC played at Toyota Field in San Antonio, there was a 17-year-old kid, and mind you, age of majority here in the U.S. is 18. So technically, he's still minor. But this kid ran onto the field, had like this big old paper yellow card, ran onto the field. Security they just basically tried to hold him by the arm or whatever. They didn't like restrain him or anything like that. It's like come here, you're not supposed to be here, kind of thing.
Oh
And
no.
he got loose and got all up in Coach Briggs's face and a couple other Republic FC players. And I'm sorry, if you're going to be like that, if you're going to get into a opposing player's face like that, you need to be arrested. But no,
Yep.
they didn't do that. They ultimately got the kid again, and San Antonio fans were cheering it on. And
Oh no.
league didn't do anything, team didn't do anything. And then this past June, when San Antonio came to Heart Health Park, which it was still Pride Month, I mean, they had the net stood up in rainbow colors. They had the corner the corner flags with Pride flags. So after Jordan Farr got his red card, a few minutes later, Mitch Tainer, who used to play for the Republic a couple years ago, he burned that bridge. He did a hard challenge. I'm not sure if it was either on Keko or Zico. He did a real hard challenge against one of our players. He got yellow carded for it. Throws a temper tantrum, and it was thought that he had said something to the referee that the referee didn't like, so he gave him a second yellow, and he got red carded. Throws a pissy fit, goes walking off the field, and and not just taps over or nudges the flag. He booted the flag several feet away. There were a couple people that were going to rush to put the flag in, but they were saying, hold on. We need to get a picture of this, to submit to the league. Because I'm sorry, kicking a pride flag, that's definitely some homophobic shit.
Yeah.
But the only thing, yeah, league didn't do anything, team didn't do anything. The only time that the team said anything about anyone about these incidents was San Antonio had put out a tweet as far as the Phoenix incident. They acknowledged that what happened was wrong, and yet they still said alleged. I'm sorry, you have numerous supporter group fans and San Antonio players and other fans validating what happened, and you're still going to call it alleged? No. Wow. I'm sorry. Wow. I mean, after June, the only good thing San Antonio had, in my opinion, was Shepin Gomez.
Wow.
I mean, he was playing for Sacramento for a couple of years. And to me, he's like the only good things that I can say about San Antonio. But for the rest of the organization, they can go fuck off. They could fuck off the NISA as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the San Antonio kits and their color scheme at all. That's like the only good thing about San Antonio as far as I'm concerned.
That is mad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Mitch Taylor, when he played against Phoenix, I was at that match. I mean, as soon as he came out, I was not the only one that was cursing him out as he was leaving the pitch. And this
Wow.
motherfucker got so smug, he just blew kisses to us that was talking shit on him.
Wow.
Wow. Sounds like one player's moving.
Well, I don't know.
There's one player that's actually leaving the league.
Oh, I wish Mitch Taylor would leave the league.
He plays for Orange County.
Let's see.
Because one of them's actually to a team I've heard of, which they're going to Dutch Champions, which is finaled, which is actually quite good for the league.
Yeah, I saw about that, and they were talking about that. They were talking about that before the Hughes Stadium match last week too.
I like that because it means it gives a bit of publicity to the league.
Yeah, and of course they still have their home stadium issue as well, because last year Orange County they had a situation with the city of Irvine as far as rights to use Championship Stadium, because given the fact that we're having the World Cup here soon, the city of Irvine got money in their eyes. They decided they wanted to attempt to kick Orange County the hell out of Championship Stadium and allow LA Galaxy 2 to use it as their stadium. Now, the thing is, LA Galaxy 2, along with a lot of the other MLS2 clubs in USL, they moved over to MLS Next Pro, which is like MLS's development league.
Jeez.
But that was averted last year, and Orange County was given a 1-year grace to still play in the stadium. So, which is technically this year. They're still trying to sort out money issues and everything like that. But it might be possible Orange County stays in the stadium again next year. But that's something else I've got my eye on because it's a beautiful stadium. The food people take half an hour to do a burger, but other than that, it's a beautiful stadium.
Let's see what stadiums are for the World Cup.
I hope that when we get our stadium, it actually looks cool and is a great stadium.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Rail Yard Stadium to open up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like Heart Health Park, but there's a lot of restrictions that they have there. I mean, first of all, you can't pop smoke there because it is a it's on state of California property. So they have their own fire code. So they're really restrictive. I mean, we barely had the fog machine a couple times here and there, and even then.
Damn.
And also the concessions, the food and drink, that's owned by what was called Ovation. I'm not sure what name they're going by now, but they're pretty much doing a whole mafia thing as far as who they let in food and drink wise, to do their services and the pricing, of course. But this whole push for the rail yards is so the club can own or have more say so about what they have. I mean, as far as food and drink, parking, what they'll allow fans to do because it's going to be on either private property or no longer on state of California property. And then also the infrastructure around the stadium. They've already got one apartment complex getting ready to open in the rail yards there.
Nice.
Looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did, when they did at the state fair when they had like the Twitch streamers and stuff show up there. I did that one year.
Nice.
Yeah, so I have seen Heart Health Park in the flesh. I've never been inside it, but I've seen it.
Sounds like the new stadium is going to be good. From what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, they've been shovel ready for the past couple of years. They've just been waiting for the okay to start, leveling out the ground, getting stuff built up. I mean, it's just like with MLS. It's not if, but when.
Yeah, I wonder what's taking so long.
I have no idea. I mean, I know part of it could be maybe Kevin Nagel's financial obligations. Getting all that sorted out. Uh, we know at first the initial rail yard stadium they were talking about 20,000 or 24,000 so, and then most recently last year they had new renderings that shrunk it down to about maybe 17,000 or 19,000, something like that. So right now it's just hurry the hell up and give us the announcement. I mean, it's just been nothing but announcements of an announcement of an announcement.
Yep.
You all want to see what they say about it on Wikipedia. They put in brackets MLS. To confirm the dates.
Man, I hope we don't get MLS. I would rather stay in USL Championship, and yeah, we don't get a lot of media coverage like internationally, anything like that. I mean, aside from last year's Open Cup, but I would rather us have the community feeling, interact with our players like we do, and not pay $24 for a beer.
Yeah.
But it's interesting the type of stadiums that they use in of the previous stadiums, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean there's been a lot of history where the Hard Health Park stadium is at. Years ago, it used to be the old Cal Expo Amphitheater. I've seen at least one concert there in the late '90s, but it sits literally next door to a water park. Which, by the way, that water park was closed this year. They have new owners, and they are going to reopen it and actually renovate it too.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
So
in the new stadium, they want you to have a yellow wall.
In Oakland, hey Port, in Oakland Stadium is like is that like also an American football stadium too, or is it just soccer?
I believe it is football at Laney College. This one here in Hayward, where you're playing at right now, it looks to be soccer specific.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing a giant like college logo at midfield. It's a football stadium, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's not exactly a big college or anything like that. I think it's Cal State University East Bay.
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus.
I will say one thing in Oakland's defense: at least the field is better than, say, Cashman Field in Las Vegas, Southwest Park for El Paso, and Isotope Stadium in New Mexico. So it's better than those three already. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Go on.
Come on, Jack.
Oh, that'd be good. Get the English on the score.
Fuck!
Go.
Do you think they're gonna put Roro back in tonight or not?
I don't know. They gave him some minutes on Wednesday, and you figure with just coming back from a major injury, you don't really want him playing like 90 minutes or even 45 minutes. So they want to play him limited minutes until he's back in his groove again, till he feels he can play more minutes. It's probably the same thing for Luis Felipe.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we can keep this lead and we don't have to bring him on.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be nice to kind of give them a little bit of rest. I mean, because this is their third match in a week. They played last Saturday, they played this past Wednesday, and then now they're playing tonight. So it kind of feels back to that rotated lineup from last year with the Open Cup run.
Yeah.
Then you lost to an MLS team, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
and that was the thing too. Do you want to explain that one port?
yeah, yeah,
First time I've ever had
yeah, the U.S. Open Cup. It's basically America's version of the FA Cup. It's
Yeah,
gone. It's over 100 years old, and it's
that's good.
basically the big thing was there hasn't been a lower division team that had gone to the final since 1999 with the Rochester Rhinos, who for a short time were in what was USL Pro, which is now USL Championship. Uh,
Wow.
I actually flew over to Orlando for that match. We ended up
Wow.
losing to Orlando City 3-0, but there was a big brouhaha about that because the day before it was found out that an Orlando City staffer was intentionally camping out at Republic FC's practice, which was like a good 45 minutes away from Orlando because there were no other venues available. This dude was asked to leave the park multiple times, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm just waiting here for a friend." I'm sorry. How many people wait for friends with a pair of binoculars and taking notes on phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Republic
Yeah.
FC ended up parking a van in front of the dude at one point, and then sometime later he ends up leaving. But of course, Orlando City fans are saying, "Oh, it's a public park. If they didn't want him there, they should have gone to a private area." Oh shit!
The only way that
Carlos,
the
Carlos,
only way that
Carlos.
Orlando could have beat us was by cheating.
Exactly. But what made for good karma is they were booted out of the CONCACAF Champions League in the first round. But before that, they got booted out of the MLS Cup playoffs by CF Montreal. So I was just eating that up.
Nice.
Ooh, good steal.
ah,
Damn it.
Honestly, this has been a pretty good game so far.
Yeah. It's always a tough match between Oakland and Sacramento.
Jesus, that was like a very nice stadium. You know, it's proper soccer like. Except for all the others in the league. Ha! So it sounds like Phoenix has scored.
Yeah. They were showing the highlight of the goal during the halftime show on the ESPN Plus feed. And projectively, they've got them in fourth. But I know the results aren't final yet because it had Sacramento as having 51 points when, this game isn't done. If the results hold, then yes, we will have 51 points. But right now, until the final whistle, we're still considered second.
Yeah.
These stadiums are weird. What I've seen before.
Yeah, with the lower division soccer clubs, I mean, they're not big, fancy stadiums. Well, I mean, aside from maybe Louisville City's Lynn Family Stadium, I've seen Pittsburgh's stadium, Highmark Stadium, in passing, because I was leaving out of Pittsburgh because my ex-wife lives in the area about an hour north. Highmark Stadium is pretty nice. I mean, they've had riverboats pass by and the Allegheny River behind it. I've even seen trains go down the track by it. I was like, God, this is like one of those SNK arcade games or something like that. I mean, with all this interaction in the background.
Yeah, Forward Madison basically has their own stadium, right? Too, right? It's not like a baseball stadium or something.
I believe so. I forget what stadium they play in, but yeah, Forward Madison is definitely an interesting club. I mean, especially with the kits and the promos that they've had. They were having a Father's Day package in June, something like it included beers, a pair of socks, tickets, stuff like that.
That's good.
Yeah, I kind of wish Republic FC had those kind of ticket packages again. I still remember they had a few interesting ones in the past, but I know within the past few years, there's been some changes in the front office and everything like that. So I don't know. They need to get back into that creative box again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet it's cheaper to get tickets over there.
they need to come up with a Forward Madison like jersey so they can get like viral on YouTube videos in the UK and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
I like going to a game. It's cheap.
Dollar wise, well, I usually sit in the TBB section, so it's usually cheaper than a lot of the tickets. Yeah, because I think Tower Bridge Battalion section is usually about maybe $16, $18 US, somewhere around there.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. Let's see, Phoenix. I've also seen they have different packages. Like this past June, when my co-host friend Luisa was in Phoenix for an event, I actually bought a packet of 2 tickets, 2 beers, $60 or something like that.
Oh no.
Oh, what the hell?
Jeez.
Oh God. Ooh.
That was a shocker.
Yeah. Could this
Could have been
right?
worse.
Because like this league's like the equivalent of like the championship is, because it's like same standard as for the big league. It looks like it's cheaper for ticket prices.
Yeah, that's
It's shocking.
yeah, it's another reason why I want us to stay in USL Championship. I mean, the ticket prices, they're still decent enough to take a family out. I mean, for food, yeah, you're spending quite a little bit, but yeah, it's still going to be cheaper than some of the bigger sports leagues here in the US.
Yeah.
If we have
We got
promotion
something
relegation, will we have a USL Premier League? Do you think, or what will they name?
I love to see. I love to see that, but you would rename it. You'd have this league as renamed as that league.
Yeah, I saw someone, and it kind of sounded like either unofficial or maybe fan created or something like that. There was talk about leagues of USL Premiership, USL Championship, League Two, League One, and some other names as well. So I don't know. They were going to have the interest vote on Pro Rel last month, but it ended up those talks were going to be postponed, pushed back a little. So I don't know. They were going to be talking about it at this USL conference in Colorado Springs when they were having that fan experience or whatever.
Thank God that's outside.
I hope they have like a USL Cup type of thing.
Oh, you mean kind of like Open Cup, but just with the USL leagues?
Yeah, like a Carabao Cup or something.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, that would be something to see Republic FC playing against Central Valley Fuego again.
Yeah.
We got similar ones if you're in different leagues. You're in different cups.
Yep.
So we know how it feels.
Yeah, and I know USL 1 was talking about some ideas as far as wait. Oh, come on, Russell.
What a save.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, USL 1 has been talking with a couple firms about potential expansion. I'm not sure how serious it is, but one of the cities they were talking about. Oh, come on. One of the cities they were talking about is Modesto, about 2 hours south of Sacramento.
Interesting.
I mean, I could definitely see that happening because I know the Modesto Nuts minor league baseball were talking about wanting to get a new stadium. So you figure that's going to be a multi-purpose stadium if they go that route.
Yeah. That's a hell of a name for a team, the Modesto Nuts.
Well,
Right?
I mean, usually the minor league teams, they'll usually go for something that kind of stands out about the local city. I mean, granted, what the hell is a river cat? We don't have. I mean, we have stray cats near the river. That's about it.
Yeah.
Stockton has the ports. I mean, you got the port of Stockton, so that makes sense.
And they have a person swinging a celery stalk as the logo, or asparagus or whatever, if I remember right.
Yeah. So it sounds like for soccer over there, you don't have cup competitions.
Well,
Yeah,
MLS mainly has them.
yeah. I mean,
We've got a lot over here.
and then of course also we got the women's leagues here as well. I mean, we've got USLW League. They just got through their second season, but the first season with our Central Valley teams. The California Storm, located in Davis, about maybe 30 minutes west of Sacramento. Stockton Cargo. Oh, crap. Yeah, the Stockton Cargo. Yeah, I've watched a couple matches here and there. And then also there's Academica SC in Turlock. Unique for California Storm, they actually play in two leagues.
Yeah.
They actually play in two leagues. They play in the USLW League and also the WPSL. They were actually defending champions last year. I came out to their playoffs match out in Mesa, Arizona. Like in July, I think it was, and they made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, but they ended up losing the next day. But it was still competitive to see them play. They were definitely fighting in there.
The thing is, in the main women's league, I watch San Diego.
That was close. Good clearance.
Oh man, Carlos is definitely working his ass off there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the cup competitions we go over. Too many to count.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cups out there.
You got FA Cup, you got the League Cup, you got the EFL Trophy, EFL Cup,
Papa John's
AF Trophy, the AFRs. Those are like very non-league-ish. The bottom two. So they're for all the non-leagues. So no big teams can come in. No big teams can come into that competition whatsoever.
I'd love to see like a Papa John's Trophy style cup tournament with like a group stage and everything for USL Cup.
So it's only the trophy that Wrexham, I think about a year ago in the AF Trophy final. That would be that standard.
Yeah, because other than that, I mean, the US Open Cup, it's pretty much dominated by MLS. I mean, a lot of years, all the lower teams are usually out by maybe the quarterfinals or semifinals or so. I mean, last year was magical. I mean, you had basically the Cinderella of the tournament, Union Omaha, who was basically third division playing in USL League One. They made it all the way to the semifinals, but they ended up losing to Orlando. And then Republic FC, we beat MLS side Sporting Kansas City. And I was there for that match. And watching those PKs, I mean, that was I'm sure that pretty much messed with my blood pressure rate, just seeing all those kicks go.
Yeah. Over here, games like that are very, very important in cup competitions because it can help clubs in revenue.
Exactly.
Because over here, a lot of big clubs that people know in the world of football gone under over the past few years over here.
Yeah, money definitely would have been a factor as far as going deep in the Open Cup. Just for the final itself, the losing side gets $100,000 prize. The winning side in the final gets $300,000, and then of course they also get a a berth in the CONCACAF Champions League, and it would have been nice if we had gone in there. But I know that our roster was just real tired by the time we ended up losing in Orlando. The winning
Wow.
Ooh, damn, that was close.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I like this Cinderella stories like you mentioned, but we don't get that much of here. Because teams are just too strong.
Yeah. And then now you got Messi in the MLS. I mean, I don't think there was any lower divisions after the quarterfinal was done. It was all just MLS, and now it's Messi and Inter Miami versus I don't know if it's Houston Dynamo they're playing. I'm not sure, but
You're still the San Jose Earthquakes to me.
Oh God, that was glorious when we beat them in the Open Cup last year.
Yeah, I used to be an Earthquakes fan before Sac Republic was even a thing, but not anymore.
I kind of lean myself towards a Portland Timbers fan, but ever since we got in, into the USL, I was like, you know what, I'm focusing more on Republic. And for a while, Portland Timbers were our quote unquote parent club. They kind of helped us with development and everything like that. And then later, because I think later on we were taken on by the San Jose Earthquakes, but then once Reno 1868 FC came across, San Jose said, "Screw you, Republic. We're going with Reno," and then that just left us as an independent.
Yeah, the reason San Jose was our parent club was they bitched that we even were into existence in the first place.
But now you get out from Huddersfield Town.
Yeah. I still got to get me a kit. I mean, in fact, even with postage from the UK, I think their kits are still going to be cheaper than ours. And I'm one state away from the club.
Yep. Because their badge is basically a dog, so known as the Terrier.
Yep. And at least from the looks of, at least from the looks of the website, they do have 3X, so that does me well because that's my size right there.
Nice.
They're letting them play.
I like that the ref's just letting them play and he's not like making it about himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been rare this season but it's been happening more and more that the refs are just calling it down the middle or letting them play. And I am usually one to complain about the refs. In fact, I've made several memes about the referees in the past, especially one referee in particular, Melvin Rivas. I mean, he's officiated quite a few games against Republic FC. I've just made quite a few memes about him, but they're starting to right the ship this season so far. So
yeah,
I've cut them some slack.
Yeah, last week I warned Jamwinka about how bad the U.S. referees are.
Yeah. Oh, they lost.
Tried to prepare him as best I could for watching USL games.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple times I've yelled out about offering the refs discount codes to VisionWorks or Specsavers, anything like that.
I'm shocked that they haven't gotten a sponsor for the referee kits yet.
Oh, God! The moment that happens, I don't know. Maybe they'll go with Visine or oh God, what do they got now?
A yellow.
El Paso lost.
Yeah, El Paso's kind of low in the standings. I mean, we were fighting against them for first early on the season, but they're just continuing their downslide.
Yeah, and then Colorado lost 3-2.
Yeah, Colorado Springs, they had this experiment of getting some of our players from last year's squad, and it did not help them at all.
And then the last one is New Mexico lost 1-0.
Oh, so Las Vegas actually won.
Hot damn. Vegas does win some games.
Imagine.
Of course, I can't really talk because last year I went to the Republic FC match in Las Vegas, and I put down $220 for us to win, and we ended up fucking choking.
Las Vegas at half time are 3-0 down to Orange County.
Ooh, shit.
Oh,
jeez.
Las Vegas is
Oh,
playing Orange
shit.
County. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's not going to go well for them.
No. Orange County has been on a hot streak as of late. I mean, of course, last Saturday's match didn't help much either for us. But damn.
Yeah,
Jeez.
honestly, last Saturday was barely a home match.
I mean, I loved it because it was the first time I've been at Hughes Stadium since the old Sacramento Surge, of the World League of American Football back in '91. But it was I just love the fact that I saw all my favorite people over there, that I've known from previous home games or road matches, anything like that. I mean, that just speaks community for me. Just seeing anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
In fact, I even got selfies with the Kings head coach, Mike Brown. He was out there.
Nice.
Wow.
I mean, I don't hate Hughes Stadium, but at the same, it didn't feel like if that was a hurt healthy, we probably could have won that.
Oh shit! Come on!
He's missing open goal.
70th minute.
He's missing open goal.
Son of a bitch!
How do you miss that?
And I think Lopez is coming on.
Yep, Robo's coming on. Yep.
Nice.
But no, we've missed so many opportunities like that these past couple seasons. I mean, they could be like half a yard in front of the goal, and they'll still sky it upwards. I mean, that's like 75% of Jack Gurr's goal attempts the past couple of years. I mean, he'll be right at the doorstep. Woof.
Yeah. You're making us over here look bad. Good English players tend to score a lot of goals for someone really bad.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at least Keko's getting some rest.
Yeah. And the referee is Matthew Thompson.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
God, that was
doing a bad job.
God, that was a golden opportunity for Keko. Ugh.
I'm not shocked Oakland's wearing black because of the Raiders, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of fits the whole villain vibe a little bit, trying to equate it. I think they more identify when they wear the yellow and gold. I mean, because to me, that says Oakland. I mean, I've known folks in Oakland for a good while, and that just ties more compared to the black and white, which, I mean, that's for a club that's moved on. They've left already.
Yeah. I hated it when the San Francisco Shock in the Overwatch League went to that color scheme. A San Francisco club wearing Oakland colors. Make it make sense.
Right?
Still one of the worst stadiums I've ever watched. Team called Indy 11. Watch him on YouTube. That was weird. What a weird stadium that was.
God, have you seen the corn cob kit that they have?
That's mad.
I don't think I have.
shit you not. Yeah, I know I posted about it in the USL Discord, but I've already made a meme about that. Back in the 90s, there used to be a cartoon on Cartoon Network called Cow and Chicken. They had this one character called the Red Guy, who's basically a naked devil. Part of the story goes, Red Guy, for some reason, in order to get the secret identity of Cow, or Super Cow, I should say, he set up a fake dry cleaner's office. So he says, superheroes, let me clean your costumes for free. And so you see all these superheroes drop off their costumes. He gets up from the big pile, pulls one up, and says, "Corn cob man." There's a lot of sick people in this town. So I took it. Through the help of Google Photos, got rid of the man portion of on that kit and put FC, and I put the Indy 11 crest right on the crotch, and I put the meme as "There's a lot of sick people in this league."
Nice. I think there's
I'll
a team.
have-
Yeah.
I think there's a team in
still
Italy
think
that has
in-
broccoli on their kit.
Oh yeah. Out of all the stadiums I have looked at, Indy 11 is still the weirdest one because I think it's played like a NASCAR track.
Well, I get that, especially with the whole Indianapolis 500 race that they do every May or so. So I get the race part of that, but I mean the corn cob that's questionable as hell.
Yeah. I think they tried to pull a forward Madison and failed.
Yeah.
I think.
And then you got
I think so.
And then you got the London United, where it's taking. Are you taking the Mickey out of London?
No, that's what the city they play in. It's I think it's affiliated with
Really?
DC United.
It was previously, but there was a new ownership group that bought out Loudon, so they're technically no longer affiliated with DC United because when they were, that's what kept them from playing in the Open Cup because of that MLS ownership. But now they're done with the DC United ownership, so they're strictly independent now.
Ah,
Yep.
interesting.
For me, I should have a little bit of respect for DC as in one of the greatest ever to play for my own nation. Basically, is their manager, so
Mm.
I got to have a bit of respect on that one for what he did.
Yeah, we've
Then you got
had
Miami.
Miami.
Miami FC, what a name!
Yeah, and I've seen someone post a meme about I guess buying tickets for the regular season finale, which is Miami FC playing against Republic at Hard Health Park. Someone was saying, "Man, I was totally disappointed. I was hoping to see Messi for just $40."
Oh, they wanted to go out, and I still don't get why they come up with all these interesting names for the teams.
Oh man, it seems like the majority of the teams here in the U.S. they're either something FC or FC this or United or just hardly any originality in the leagues here.
Oh, you got Memphis 901.
Well, yeah, I mean that kind of includes their area code. I get that, but
Yeah.
you have some teams like OKC Energy FC, but once again, it's got FC in it. FC Tulsa, who previously were the Tulsa. Oh God, what were their names beforehand?
Tulsa.
Drillers, maybe?
No,
that's baseball.
Oh no, yeah. The Drillers are baseball. God, I've already forgotten Tulsa's old name.
Yeah.
That tells you something.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least it's
I've a
not
little bit
Real Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I've got to look up Tulsa's old name.
Yeah.
Because I know I've done a couple.
Yeah,
because I know I've done a couple memes here and there about Tulsa. Let's see.
I've just recently in the last 2 years even got into baseball over your end.
Okay.
Just because of the club is owned by a baseball owner.
Oh yeah, I saw about that. Oh, there we go. Tulsa Roughnecks. They were the previously the Tulsa Roughnecks. Yeah, because I remember I did a meme about them playing against Sacramento, and the Roughnecks I remember from that 90s sci-fi movie Starship Troopers.
Oh no.
So I did one about how Tulsa thinks they're the Roughnecks, and yet look at what we did to them on One Oak Field. So I had us as like a bunch of those spider aliens or so crashing into One Oak Field, something like that.
Nice.
And to the best of my knowledge, we have not lost them. We've either beaten them or we've tied them. I'll have to double check my records on that, but I think that is the
Yeah.
one team we have not failed against.
Nice.
I won't be surprised in the area where the football club plays, if you have any other sports teams other than football or soccer over there.
Yeah, Sacramento, we've got a few of them. We've got NBA team, the Sacramento Kings. They barely got into the play. Wouldn't say barely, but they finally got into the playoffs after 16 years of not getting into the postseason. We've also got a minor league baseball team, the Sacramento River Cats. They were the child club of the Oakland A's up until middle of last decade, but that switched over to being the San Francisco Giants. So now Giants players can send players to West Sacramento where they play, or Rivercats can send players up to San Francisco. There is also a Australian rules football team, the Sacramento Suns. It's not a major league, but it's more like a pro-am kind of a club. But they've won the national championship for their division a couple times.
Nice.
That's good. So you got a lot around the area.
Oh yeah, Sacramento is sports starved. I mean, I can remember so many of the teams that were around in the 80s and 90s and 2000s that either lasted one season or lasted a few.
And Sacramento has a rugby league team in Champions Rugby League.
Yeah, I remember they had one in pro rugby for like the 1 year that they played over at Hard Health Park. Well, back then it was still Bonnie Field.
Yeah.
But they only played one season there, the Sacramento Express.
Yeah, this is the Sacramento Immortal, and I don't know if the league is still running. I haven't heard anything or seen any games lately, but they've had games on YouTube. And last I remember, Sacramento Immortals was first or second in the league.
Nice.
Wow.
And next year I think next year in Vegas, NRL is bringing in a couple games in an actual competition round over to Vegas.
Yeah, I seen about that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's going to be nuts over there.
I hope they have an education program ready to go to educate U.S. fans about it, because they wouldn't have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely going to be here for next season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to have a lot of outreach programs, to educate folks, how rugby goes, because it's definitely a popular sport, and it's gaining in popularity here in the U.S. I mean, slowly but surely.
Definitely. I'd love to see Sacramento have a team in Major League Rugby, although I don't know if they would play at Hart Health Park or not.
That would probably be the option for now.
Yeah.
We need to get more We need to get more soccer teams to not play at baseball stadiums. Leave it to baseball.
Oh God, yes. We need to get out of the baseball stadiums. I mean, the fields are horrendous for it.
Yeah.
Because the baseball team that I follow is the LA Dodgers.
Oh yeah, the Dodgers. Yeah.
That's owned by Todd Bowley, because he's the owner of my actual football team over here. So there's the link.
Nice.
Who wants to splash the cash and thinks he can do whatever he wants? I bet some soccer teams, I bet, we wish they could spend that lot.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if in transfer window when you can do it like through the summer or when you have your break. Where you can transfer players to other teams and they can buy them.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting as far as how transfers are going to work between Huddersfield Town and Republic, if that's going to be a thing, or if there's going to be some difficulties about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some of the players are actually that I have heard of are decent.
But yeah, at least we're not in the MLS, so we don't have to have them allocated to the MLS and then hope they get allocated to us. You know?
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like having to play by Garber's rules.
Yeah. Garber should get the Kobe Bryant treatment from when he comes to Sacramento.
Yeah.
Oh, I still remember when we had the first MLS block party in 2016. When they took over L Street between like 17th and 19th or something like that, and basically in front of the old De Beers pub, I managed to actually get a picture of him. And then like a couple years later, I just got bored as hell, and I put up a meme something like, I'm not easily scared. I've actually taken a selfie with Satan himself. That kind of thing. In fact, I actually borrowed from that meme because someone in the USL Discord had posted a picture from the Sopranos series, like something like, "That's a nice team you've got. Be a shame if somebody bought it," or something like that. I just superimposed Garber's face on that picture with the same meme caption.
Oh God.
Yeah, because that was after we found out that San Diego Loyal was folding after this year.
Yeah. And San Diego have some great kits, I have to say.
Oh yeah. I like some of their kits. And the one thing I do like about their supporter group, they I mean, not the locals, but they have a Latino-based supporter group. It's named after this popular Mexican TV sitcom from the 70s, El Chavo del Ocho. Basically, this kid or so that pretty much lives in this big old barrel, and he has this group of friends that live in this little housing project or whatever. Yeah, if you get a chance, you can probably pull it up on YouTube at LCHAV as in Victor O, so El Chavo, and you'll kind of get the gist of it. But I like that they have their support group kind of based on that character.
Nice.
I've been to one match there in San Diego, so it was a little tough getting to because it's kind of way out there in the Mission Bay area or at University of San Diego. But what's ironic about it is their food concession area is in the Jenny Craig Pavilion. And the thing is, Jenny Craig is a weight loss program. So why the hell are you selling fattening foods and everything like that out of a pavilion named after a weight loss chain?
That's a good question. That is a damn good question.
It sounds like in Italy they're very
Oh, hang on, we got something going on.
Yeah, player down.
That's the one thing I like about this league. It sounds like there's a good friendship bond between fans and players and everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think you're going to get that in MLS because, a lot of it's whole plastic governing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say.
I'll say about Inter Miami. That's what I call plastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That whole organization is plastic based. I mean, MLS is just basically holding David Beckham's hand. I mean, when he was giving other teams, expansion teams, Sacramento, we had our chances, but they kind of like, we'll talk about that later. And then Miami, they couldn't get this one stadium site. They couldn't get the second. They couldn't get the third. I mean, there were like numerous stadium sites that ended up souring, and yet MLS still kept Miami active. But Sacramento, I mean, we've had our opportunities as well, and we've just been pushed to a side. Only later did we find out that after 2020, when we had the huge MLS announcement that we were going to be the next expansion team. We find out later, after Ron Burkle, our lead investor at the time, had pulled out, that one, Ron Burkle had missed several payments toward the expansion, and the agreement wasn't even signed. There were no signatures from our team, so it was incomplete. So I was like, what the hell, Ron?
Wow.
I mean, this is not the first time he's pulled out of Sacramento. I mean, he pulled out of the Sacramento Kings ownership because of a conflict of interest, because apparently he operates a scouting company or something like that. So he had to pull out of the Kings ownership. And then this, in 2021, he pulled his financial backing out.
Oh, it's kicking off.
Damn. Oh, damn.
And Lopez is, and Lopez has just been pushed over.
Oh, hell no. Get some red cards for them. Red cards for Oakland. Come on now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But I bet you if something bad was happening to a club in the US, I bet you they would all rebel against the ownership.
I don't know.
Because over here they do a lot of that because of the fan. It's more to do with the area. People have watched them for years. They don't want them and don't want stuff to change.
There has to be some cards from that. Holy shitballs.
Yeah, because I've experienced that myself. With the fact is, the owner wasn't putting money into the club, and it turned out he didn't care. So what we did is we decided, we had enough, and fans decided we're going to rebel by making it drop dramatically to drive him out, and we drive him.
Yeah, we had something similar with our NBA team, the Sacramento Kings. The owners at the time, the Maloof brothers, who they basically got their fortune from their dad's beer distribution company in New Mexico. They ended up. Oh, we got yellow. He's gonna shove the referee to get a yellow. What the fuck?
He got a yellow just for pushing a player over.
God, what the hell?
That's softer than Sherman.
Man, that's some oh God, I can't remember his name now. That's some Willie Cauley Stein bullshit softness.
You mean
God.
You mean Willie can't score?
Right? The man became scared of rims.
Yeah. You're glad player that you're not playing over here or built by VAR.
Oh God, I wish we had VAR. I was at the playoff match between Republic FC and Phoenix Rising with the whole handball thing. I was front row on the sidelines at the goal that was happening with when what's his name? Freaking Asante.
What name?
Yeah. God, I can't remember his first name, but his last name was Asante. He slapped the ball and it ended up going into the net. But because this league doesn't have VAR, they let it go through. In fact, going to the bench, he started cutting it up with his players and kind of bragging about how he slapped the ball in. And we ended up losing that playoff game because of it.
Jeez.
But now he's playing for Indy 11. So it's like Indy Rising FC over there, since they've got Asante there and Aiden Quinn.
Jeez.
But going back to the whole fan revolt thing, the Maloofs had owned the Kings since about late 90s up until the early 2010s. They were threatening to move the King. Oh shit! Whew.
Come on.
They were threatening to move the Kings to. Yeah, that was a good stop. They were threatening to move the Kings to Anaheim, California, basically Disneyland area, Virginia Beach, Virginia, and then most notably Seattle, Washington, because the Seattle had recently, at the time, lost the Supersonics. They got moved over to Oklahoma City to become the Oklahoma City Thunder. but it took fans. They had pledged money. Carmichael Dave as well. He helped launch this pledge drive where fans would say, I'm going to pledge $50. I'm going to pledge $100. I'm going to pledge $2,000, whatever. And you had all these fans pledging to put in money to help save the Kings, to keep the team in town. And ultimately, there was a local ownership group that helped step in and put the money up. And the NBA took notice. They even had a relocation vote. And out of all the NBA teams, there were only like 2 or 3 that voted for relocation. The majority of the teams said no, keep the Kings in Sacramento. And they end up securing a 35-year lease to stay in Sacramento. This was in 2013. So we're already 10 years into that.
Don't.
What is that weird patch of grass in front of that goal? That
what?
It's like that. It's like a.
Oh, come on, go, come on. 3 on 2, come on, do it.
And then he goes and wastes it.
Oh, fucking hell.
I can see what he's doing.
Probably parking the bus or offensively. I mean, we got just about a minute left.
Yeah, what is that green patch in front of the goal covering?
I have no idea.
It sticks out like a
questioned that myself. Yeah, it's just like at Laney Field, how it just doesn't even match the color of the rest of the field. It just sticks out, like you said.
Yeah, Jamwinga. Look in front of the goal and imagine that over the whole field, and you know what Laney College's field was like.
That was bad because.
Yeah, some of us have nicknamed Laney College Blues Clues Field because it looks like like the grass on Blues Clues.
Nice.
I don't really know that. That was a very popular show over here.
Yes, for playoffs this year, is it 2-leg home and away, or is it just single elimination until the final?
It's single elimination, just like the old days. We're not doing the divisions anymore. We're not doing the whole play-in round. I mean, it's just straight up the first the top 8 teams going to the playoffs.
Nice.
Calm down, Russell. It's last minute or so. You do not need to get a yellow. Shit, if there's anybody that doesn't need to get a yellow, it's going to be Arnold Lopez. Oh no, I think he served his suspension. I think for accumulation.
Yeah. But honestly, it's been a decent game, except for the last few minutes where we got a little chippy there. But.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, ref, you can blow your whistle at any time now.
Wow, Las Vegas, you've actually scored.
Oh, Vegas has scored. Oh, damn.
Nice.
That's enough to swing the momentum.
Yeah.
Do Vegas still have 11 kits or something crazy like that, like they did that one year?
Oh, crap. Clearing out. Come on.
That's what
Jesus, these refs are gifting them minutes. As far as Vegas kits, they haven't really been too out there as they have in the past. I mean, I still remember that emoji kit that they had. The one where if you turned the shirt inside out, it had that smile on there. But I haven't seen any wacky kits from them lately. What the hell was that? What the fuck was that?
No.
Russell, what the fuck?
That was a weird throw.
3 points.
Yes, thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. We needed that.
See, I knew there was a reason. Oh yeah,
that was a great win. We escaped.
See, I knew it took me not going to this match for us to end up getting a win.
I think this would be the right team for me to stick with, as there's a lot of English connections.
Oh
It
yeah,
suits me
yeah.
well.
We've got folks from the UK, England, Scotland,
Ireland.
Ireland. Yep, yep,
'Cause
yep.
Yeah, because your captain's Irish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say Ireland because I don't want to be controversial. People don't like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no worries here.
Well, there you either say you got to say Ireland if they're from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least the win's a win.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 points. We are back in first, and then tomorrow we've got the San Antonio match to kind of keep an eye on.
Oh, I might do that tomorrow just to make it more entertaining and spicy.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We now lead the series 4 wins to 1 win and 5 draw.
Yep.
Against these guys.
It's always been tough between them.
So that'll be spicy tomorrow.
Yeah. So we will be back next week. What time does the game kick off next Saturday, Port?
Let me pull up the app real quick.
Yeah.
They don't play into 17 because it is international.
Oh, it's 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that's right.
17th.
Oh, 17th over there. U.S. time is on the 16th at. Wait, is that right? God, we're.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks. So it's basically 2 weeks.
Wow, that is a big break. So yeah, on September 16th, 7 p.m. West Coast time. So that's going to be early morning for you. Go over in the UK.
Yeah, this guy shows up in a lot of my streams. He's a legend for doing that.
Yeah, literally the game is finished and over here it's 5 in the morning. But if I love the sport, I will watch any.
Hey, I feel the same way about Aussie rules football. I mean, when I had cable, the games would either start at 11 p.m. or 12 midnight, or sometimes 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. local time. But they would be showing it live. I will just get like an energy drink or something to eat or whatever, and just get back and watch the game.
Yeah, that's what I do most of the time.
Yeah, Cronulla's not on TV here tonight, which sucks. But I'll be able to listen to it on an app on the radio. So
I got stream for tomorrow because of how it could affect the league. Doing San Antonio, I mean, it'll be exciting. Obviously, a dirty team lose.
Yeah.
Let me see when that game starts, because I'm thinking
at the same time as this one.
Let me see. Oh crap! They're playing against Tulsa. That's not going to be a good match. I mean, but then again, RGV tied San Antonio earlier this week, so anything's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what we want.
Yeah. And anyway, chat, it was great tonight. We'll be back for the next Quails game in 2 weeks, but we'll definitely be seeing you around. And Port, you're more than welcome to join us whenever we do these, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I had a great time tonight.
All right, take care, everybody. I will see